So welcome everyone, this is Valderon, this is No Man's Sky, and it's even the abandoned universe. And we are going to continue our journey for a while here. So what do we want to do today? I'm still holding the base building a little bit at large because I am not sure whether I want to do that yet. I will still collect service data to get more modules for it. I'll still pick up scrap for the Corvette, and it's all about building up ship, exosuit, and multi-tool as much as I can, and that is why it's going to be quite tricky, I imagine. So yeah, but apart from that, let's see where today brings us. So this was these weird planets. I don't really think they would be any benefit, but let's have a little look at them. Maybe there is something interesting. There's a lot of aggressive Sentinels, and those I'm not too keen on. Mainly because I don't have any proper weaponry at this point, so where is the moon? Did I scan that? Yeah, I did. Okay, I still need... Oh, I did install that, so yeah. So the next one is that one, which I need indium for, atlantidium, and living glass. Living glass can be a challenge even on normal gameplay, so yeah. There's no need to rush with that right now to get the indium, I believe, so... take that. I do take the Viking ones because there's 2 times nanites on each of them, so I rather want to have that little bit extra. So someone already discovered this system that is quite normal in Euclid, where we start, even though there is a lot of planets, so you will find systems you discover, and that's okay. Oh, I will say, just before I logged out last night, I actually decided to put the signal booster on again, and I made some search batteries so I can use it. It's a little bit amendment they have put into Abandoned Universe. You need the batteries for that. That's okay, just remember it, kind of. tool upgrade. That's not bad. More salvage data. It's okay, but that one is 125. So let's just take the cheapest one first. And we can go in and see what's behind door number 1. That would be carbon. And I am picking up because you need a lot of carbon. Something there, that's a Viking word. And I get the milestones for learning words without even having met one of them yet. That is a little bit funny. There's nanites, and there is a little bit of money there. I would be very bad if I said no thank you to that. And door number 2. Sorry, my dogs are barking. That's exactly the same carbon. It's a very safe way of actually picking it up, because on Permadeath you might run into Sentinels on all planets you visit, and they are not all friendly. Well, none of them is actually friendly, so that's all fine. So let's look at the planets in this system, if there is anything interesting. Planet, that's almost a paradise planet. Paradise planet is very rare in Permadeath, I can tell you. that is something we can do when we start decorating our bases. But at this point, it will just fill up. Rather mountainous one. Kind of plateaus on the top of the mountains. There could be a place where you probably could make a very beautiful view from a base. And take a little scan and see what comes up. If anything. I wonder if this is useful for anything. Oh, wait. There was a reason I put it aside. Ah, well done. Did you sort it out with the anomaly? Ah, that's good. I assume you could see why I said it was important, but there is a lot of blueprints in there, which some you really need, others you might want to like. Yeah, sometimes we just have to go out and reload, then it works fine. But yeah, there is still a little bit of things. But I will say the things that seems to be bugged a little bit. It doesn't ruin the game, and if something is not popping up as you expected, just save the game and reload it. That very often will do the trick. Um, Technically, there should be one or two in each system, so you might find them when you're flying around. However, every 5 times you warp, you will run into a battle, and that's what that's the one you at least can get for free in one of them, the first one. So you will have to kill the pirates, but it is doable with the standard. That's weird. You are playing on normal settings, aren't you? Yeah. I know they did randomize these things a little bit, and for me it seemed to not have worked. So I seems to get them every 5 times, but uh, they will pop up. No. Um, the thing is, as with certain things with respawn, um, as soon as you leave the planet and go to another planet and then come back, then it sometimes have respawned. It depends what it is. With freighters, that is very random. But as I said, it used to be every 5 times, but I know they did put in a randomizer on that, but as I said, it didn't seem to work with me, so I seem to get them every 5 times when I play on normal games. This one doesn't count because there's no freighters in this. The only advice I really can give is just being patient, warp around, and then you will encounter them. And then you might warp 3 times in a row where you get them. That's how random works. That the 3 hours doesn't comply. But as I said, the 5 warps was the old way of seeing it, but I have had freighter battles 3-4 times within an hour, so but since the Worlds update, there was 2 updates, Worlds 1 and Worlds 2. A lot of things was changed there. Among other things, the graphic was updated a bit with certain things. And a lot of the older perceptions have changed. And it would surprise me if they had put in a timer, because that's not normally how the game have been doing. But I might be wrong here. I can only kind of talk on my own experiences, and they are a little bit different from that. So this was not really useful in any form and shape. I would say the reason I say 5 times was again because I got it after every 5 warps not long ago, so I thought they had gone back to the old jumping measurement, but again we have had updates not long ago, so we are happy. How are you? Okay. This is apparently the only building in range. But it still used my search battery. Naughty. Well. Well, in the original Star Trek, by accident they dropped the model down in a fish tank. And then they realized that would look much better like it was floating through space, so a lot of it was made in a fish tank. I think there's sometimes some random things that pop up and give inspiration to things. I was thinking something, but I don't know what it was. Oh dear. I really need to get myself put a little bit together here. Wow. I was actually going just to see if I could see something with the naked eye, otherwise you will go somewhere else. There's something there, whatever that is. Might just be shelters, but just finding things around. Thing is that I don't as such have big plans on what to do, because in this abandoned universe you have to look so much harder to find things, and you have to sometimes just catch it when opportunity arises. But that's why I'm looking a lot for buildings, so I can hopefully find something which is useful. And I know that I might have to start trying to kill Sentinels as well. They drop things which can make us a little bit better. But definitely one of the things is to get the ship upgraded. Well, the ships. So it's kind of just dilly-dallying around and try to get the best out of it. Another one I can't take. It should have a thingy. Talk about books. Well, yeah, that's also a possibility. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, surfing suit is our hero. You gotten tired of sitting talking to yourself when I don't respond to you. Well, I actually wanted to scan. We have a good little community here, and it's very helpful people, so and Surfing Suit doesn't even play No Man's Sky yet. Wow. You managed to load the game, didn't you? Not a lot of buildings I get. I would like some bigger range. You know what? I might be a little bit biased, but it's a game I can always go to if I'm tired of other games. It's always No Man's Sky, which will be loaded up then, and sitting and doing something. I am going to. I used to I made some videos in the past about how to do Nexus missions, or rather, well, explaining them a little bit, but also show what they actually was. But we have had so many updates, so I'm going to rerun them and put them on YouTube. I have a lot of small videos on YouTube as well. So if I'm not online and there's something you get stuck on, you can check my YouTube channel. The link is on my front page. Yeah, but I know you don't have a lot of playing time. You have work and you have a family, which is very important. So when you get to my age and get retired, then you might have time. Oh, this is sad. I land to get some boxes. What have it come to? Oh dear. That turned slightly dark, didn't it? Oh. I will say that I hope you will get a little bit of time from time to time to actually play a little bit, because it's a good way of abstracting from a lot of things. Yeah, and you will realize that time flies. You don't even think about it, and suddenly you have played hundreds of hours, and then when you cross 1,000, you think, what am I actually doing with my life? Oh, I'm exploring the universes. And if you noticed, I said universes. I don't know if you're aware, but there is 255 universes. So there's enough to keep us going. Wow, I shouldn't have said universes, I should have said galaxies, but yeah. 255 galaxies. Yeah, it sounds like my timer on World of Warcraft. It converted it from minutes and hours to days to months, to weeks, no, to months and to years. And that looked very, very bad at some point. I was there, I had played something like 2 years of my life in that universe. But I played it for 17 years, so that's that is actually quite a bit. unfortunately, I started feeling at some point that it was becoming a second job for me, and I had to sit just to keep up, and that was when I decided that this is enough. It was not funny anymore. I think it's very important you find a game inspiring, interesting, and enjoyable. Otherwise, that's not really what you want to end up with. Something where you feel that, oh my God, now I have to play again. It's not funny. But it's also all those small victories you get. That's actually good for your well-being. When you find your first planet that is so beautiful that you just have to build a base on it. You might not be a base builder, but you just have to do it because you want to live there forever. When you kill your first Sentinel, when you kill your first Sentinel quad pad, or your first Sentinel walker, then it's small victories, and that's really good for you. Another abandoned building. Yeah, this is a manufacturing facility, okay. So this no, I'm not even subscribed anymore. If I were, then I could play a little bit from time to time to stream. I don't know how that would work out. They're all good. actually saved me 200. 50 nanites. Oh, I got one for the next one as well. Good. That is actually good. And is this one I can pick up? They are not really working for me today. Might help if I reloaded the game, however, I don't really want to... Oh, that's metal fingers. I don't really want to sit and just reloading all the time. No, I said walker. Do you want me to show you how they look? Is that what you are saying? I have no ability to actually fight them, but I can show in interest of my... Wow. Because you gave a subscription away. No, I said walker, not walking. I thought you were just messing with me, to be honest. And that's absolutely fine. Well, sometimes we just hear what we want to hear. All right, Mike Tyson. No, that was Muhammad Ali, wasn't it? That always made himself bigger. Yeah. It comes up and say it's swearing. I don't see that as swearing, to be honest. And I will say I do not encourage swearing. That's not necessary to get your point out. Even though I sometimes slip up as well. So, should we see if we could find a walker? No, but I mean, it's an auto mod, and it kind of has some baseline, and that's it. And I would say I allow 90% that pops up. So I will say I am not going to fight it. Oh, I agree. You know what? I had well, it was not a discussion per se, but we talked about, we were watching football on Saturday, and there was some racial slur, and as my son very wisely said, if someone is stupid, you don't have to put a skin color on that. It doesn't make them more or less stupid, kind of. And I'm not really interested in racial slur in any way. So you're right. That is a Walker. Are you watching Surfing Suit? I'm doing it for you. I don't have the firepower to do that. However, I can actually kill him, but I might put myself a little bit on risk, but why can't you land here? It's flat-ish. Yeah, I think it's they are related on so there is a reason I park a little bit away. Yeah, that's not really what I need. So I hacked them instead of killing them, which technically is the same thing. These also have a multi-tool. I'm going to take it. What I do have to do is to make sure I get the proper one back. See, this is the walker, so I get the reward. I have to get away from that weather. The reason I closed the tunnel is there is a storm, so that can actually come in and pull you out. But yeah, that was the walker. And they drop either a hard frame or a walker brain, and both is used to building certain things. Well, you can try, but I would. What you say you had played 11 hours, 11.8 hours. I would always recommend, when you haven't played before, is to go through the main missions. But not necessarily, but the thing is, you really want to go to new systems, so you can go to the space station and buy a slot for your exosuit. Just saying, because you want to fill that up. So you can carry much more crap with you like the rest of us. And who knows, you might even find a cheap S-Class multi-tool as well. There is two multi-tools for sale in all space stations. So you might be lucky. It does happen. Yeah. Don't we all? I think it's a prerequisite for playing No Man's Sky. I'm a hoarder. I admit that.